Okay, here we are. Mason and Hamlin. Now, in a previous video, the soundboard walk around, we showed some of these soundboards that were already completed. And what we did, now we're going to show you a little bit of how they start out and end up like this. This is also a Mason Model A, 1912. This one is 1921. Now this soundboard has been unglued. It's not glued in. You can see it's loose everywhere. We unglued it with a process that we have developed. And with this process, we can extract the soundboard all in one piece. All of the delicate areas. Everything comes out. These buttons too here. And let's see, how much did this shrink? What we're going to talk about is the accumulated shrinkage across the panel. That way. This way, it shrinks almost nothing. Now let's take a look at this here. See this here? This is level with this. And as we progress down here, up, it's not. And as we get over here, up, look at this. There's a shelf here. It gets wider and wider as we get down. This is how much the soundboard has shrunk. That much. And here's the molding. The original molding that we removed with the same process. See? We save all this wood. By golly, it goes right back into the piano. So we'll get this out of the way. That's how much it's shrunk. See that there? This is supposed to be here. This whole panel went this way. And when it was glued in the piano, it was very tight here. This was right up against the rim. There is no space there when this piano soundboard was glued in here. Take a look at this. My God, that's like whew, the total accumulated shrinkage on this soundboard is probably a lot. Probably 15, 18. It looks like 2 centimeters, like 20 millimeters here. That just shrunk. And I see I got it wedged up here to drive it together because of the irregularities in the board. However, what this has done by ungluing the ribs in the back, we've allowed this panel to shrink and relieve itself. The shrinkage is now where it should be. Now imagine if this soundboard here, if this was glued here, and this was tight all the way around the edge, but it was glued to the edge, it could not shrink. Therefore, the panel got smaller and smaller and smaller until finally it just split in the middle. There are no compression ridges in this soundboard. It never had compression ridges. In fact, I've never found a piano that we've done that had compression ridges. And I think the most modern piano we ever did was like 1928. Not after that. I don't know what the 50s are. I don't know what the 60s are, but this is what happened. And when this soundboard shrinks like this, these holes get out of alignment with the beam structure down below. And I hope I can make the point. We'll go over here again and take a look at this. Look at that. That is the amount of shrinkage that occurred only on half the soundboard. Because on the other side, there's also a centimeter missing. And over here too. See, this is tight here. But look at the space in back of this soundboard. And it is now opportune time to repair these. Took all the shims out, but you see this one here where it's really bad. This board here is shattered. Oh, right there's got a big shatter. Now this is the perfect spot to put in our spacer to migrate this board over here. We need to move this way. Ideally, it would be right up tight against there, but if we can move this over a centimeter, I would be happy. Because then we regain the glue joint here in the front and in the back, like we've done with this one over here. This board was strategic and moving it over so we could get our glue joint. And look, we still didn't move it all the way over. I had to shim here in the back. Put a shim in the back here. And that's how much the soundboard shrunk. These dowels were over here before. All right, we'll continue here in a minute.